Good evening. Senate President Pro Tempore Ping Lacson says individuals who allegedly received kickbacks from the 100 billion peso insertion in the 2025 national budget were misrepresenting President Bongbong Marcos. During the Senate's plenary deliberations on Tuesday, November 18, Lacson confirms the existence of the 100 billion peso insertion in the 2025 General Appropriations Act. Ako Bicol Party List Representative Zaldico claimed Marcos supposedly maneuvered for this insertion in the 2025 budget. Lacson refutes Co's allegations.
Totoo yung listahan ng 100 billion pesos. Talaga nasingit sa BICAM. But yung sinasabi ni Zaldico on social media as posted na nag-deliver siya ng 25 billion representing the 25% commission di umano para kay Presidente, that I will attest na hindi totoo. No? Yun talaga absolutely untrue or false. Untrue or completely false.
But according to Lacson, he received information from former Public Works Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo's camp that there were people in Malacanang who misrepresented the president. He says the president did not authorize these individuals. Lacson names resigned Presidential Legislative Liaison Office Undersecretary Adrian Carlos Bersamin and resigned Education Undersecretary Traigiv Olaivar. According to Lacson, Bernardo detailed to him the modus operandi for such kickbacks. Lacson says he was told Bernardo himself handled the delivery of kickbacks. Lacson added that Bernardo disclosed that he never delivered commission to the president, but only to Olaivar. The senator says Bernardo also believes Bersamin was with Olaivar when he handed over 8 billion pesos in at least 10 deliveries.
Ang sabi niya sa akin, hindi po totoo yan, Mr. Senator. Kasi ang breakdown ng 100 billion, 81 billion, yun yung na-assign sa DPWH. Yung 29 billion, other agencies. The modus that yung arrangement nila is, may tigisa silang armored van. May armored van si Yusek Olaivar, may armored van siya, magpapark sa basement ng Diamond Hotel, darating yung van driven by Olaivar, and possibly, sabi niya, hindi siya sigurado, and possibly along with Adrian Bersamin.
The Department of Education confirms the resignation of Undersecretary Traigiv Olaivar, who is being tagged in anomalies in infrastructure projects. In a message to reporters on Tuesday, November 18, DepEd Chief Media Relations Officer Dennis Legazpi says Olaivar has formally submitted his resignation to the palace. Earlier, former Public Works Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo claimed that he had transactions with Olaivar. In his testimony at the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee on November 14, Bernardo reiterated his allegation against Olaivar, indicated in his September 25 affidavit. Bernardo said that they had transactions related to Education Secretary Sonny Angara between 2019 and 2024. Bernardo claimed that Olaivar had received deliveries representing 12% of Angara's projects during his stint as chair of the Senate Committee on Finance. Olaivar denied the allegations made and said he welcomed any investigation regarding this matter. Angara also denied allegations of being involved in the anomalous flood control projects. Malacanang maintains that Senator Imee Marcos' drug use allegations against her brother, President Bongbong Marcos, should not be taken seriously. In a briefing on Tuesday, November 18, Palace Press Officer Claire Castro dismisses the senator's remarks as mere noise. She says it was up to the Department of Justice or the Office of the Ombudsman to decide whether to take action on the senator's remarks.
Let us check first all the facts and the statements that she made. Then it's up to the OJ, maybe Ombudsman, if they will make any initiative to investigate this matter. Let's just wait and see. As of now, we do not have any plan of making any legal action against her. So let's just.
During her appearance at the Iglesia ni Cristo rally on Monday evening, November 17, Senator Marcos accused the president, First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos and House Majority Leader Sandro Marcos of using illegal drugs. When asked during the briefing about the armed forces of the Philippines' support for the president following these claims, Castro says the military shouldn't be concerned about the baseless statements.
Hindi mabigat ang alegasyon ni Senator Imee. Walang basihan. Kwentong walang kwenta. Kwentong kutsero. So bakit magkakaroon ng pag-aalala ang mga miyembro ng AFP? Yung kasinungalingan naman po talaga, kitang-kita nyo naman po. This is the same playbook ng kanyang mga kaalyado. Ang ating Pangulo ay nag-donate ng kanyang kidney sa kanyang ama. Paano po kayo makakapag-donate ng kidney ang isang tao na hindi healthy?
The Supreme Court denies Senator Dela Rosa's very urgent motion seeking to compel the production of the alleged International Criminal Court arrest warrant issued against him. In a statement, the Supreme Court Office of the Spokesperson says the justices rejected Dela Rosa's plea during a full court session on Tuesday, November 18. Instead, the High Court directed the respondents to comment on a separate manifestation. According to the Supreme Court, respondents should comment within a non-extendable period of 10 days from notice. Filed on November 13, Dela Rosa's manifestation said that Ombudsman Boying Remulla publicly stated that an ICC arrest warrant had already been issued against the lawmaker and that a diffusion order against him was in place. Dela Rosa also claimed that the Philippine government would surrender him to the ICC without undergoing extradition proceedings. The senator said that the Department of Justice had placed at least 3 witnesses under the Witness Protection Program at the ICC's request. The pleadings stem from the main petition filed by Dela Rosa and former President Rodrigo Duterte on March 11. The main petition challenged Duterte's arrest and turnover to The Hague, the Netherlands, as well as the government's cooperation with the ICC. The Philippine Navy denies detaining the supposed whistleblower floated by Senator Rodante Marcoleta. Former Anakalusugan Representative Mike Defensor said that retired Sergeant Orly Guteza is now reportedly being held by the Naval Infantry Forces Intelligence Unit. Defensor further said that Guteza was first taken for supposed protection but is now allegedly being detained against his will. Guteza previously testified during the Senate Blue Ribbon panel's hearing, saying suitcases of cash were sent to lawmakers as kickbacks. In a briefing on Tuesday, Navy spokesperson Captain Marisa Martinez maintains that Guteza is not under the custody or protection of the Navy or the Philippine Marine Corps. She says the Navy conducted thorough verification, including inspections and intelligence validations.
All findings consistently confirm that Mr. Guteza, who was long been retired from the service, is not under the custody, protection, or safekeeping of the Philippine Navy or the Philippine Marine Corps. As a professional and disciplined institution, the Navy deeply respects and adheres to the Constitution, constitutional processes, including ongoing judicial and legislative inquiries.
Martinez emphasizes that the Navy upholds constitutional processes and democratic institutions. She says the Navy will never harbor, conceal, or shield any individual from legal processes.
It is unthinkable and unacceptable for us to coddle a person called to testify before the law. We value justice, truth, constitutional processes, and our democratic institutions. Responsibility and accountability are not just words. They are standards we uphold in every action we take. To those who continue to fabricate stories and weaponize or use misinformation at the expense of the AFP, we respectfully appeal, please spare the Navy and the Armed Forces of the Philippines.
Guteza was a no-show when summoned by a Manila Regional Trial Court twice over charges regarding his sworn statement. The court found his sworn statement to be falsified or containing the forged signature of a notary public. Marcoleta presented Guteza before the Blue Ribbon Committee, saying Defensor referred him to the witness. And these are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good evening.